In graph theory, if you have a directed graph, you can calculate something known as the indegree and the outdegree of each vertex in the graph. So the indegree of a vertex is simply the number of edges going to it. The outdegree of a vertex is the number of edges going from it. So to understand this idea, let's check out this graph that I've created right here. This is clearly a directed graph because each of the edges on the graph have an arrow. So what that means is that the edges are going in a specific direction. So for example, if we consider this edge right here, the arrow on that edge is pointing to vertex A. So in other words, it's going from vertex B to vertex A. Now, if we consider all of the edges connected to vertex A, we can see that a total of 2 edges go to vertex A. So we would say that the indegree of vertex A is 2. So let's go ahead and fill that in our table over here. We'll say the indegree of vertex A is 2. Now if we consider the total number of edges going from vertex A, we can see that there's only 1 that's going from vertex A. So this edge is going from A to D. So we would say that the outdegree of A is 1. So let's go ahead and write a 1 right here in our table. Now we can repeat this process for all of the vertices in the table. So if we consider vertex B, we can see that 1 edge is going to vertex B, so the indegree is 1, and we can see that 1 edge is going from vertex B, so the outdegree of vertex B is also 1. Now if we consider vertex C, we can see that a total of 2 edges are going to vertex C, so the indegree of vertex C is 2. And then we can also see that there are 3 edges going from vertex C to other vertices, so the outdegree of vertex C is 3. Now if we consider vertex D, we can see that there are a total of 2 edges going to vertex D, so the indegree of vertex D is 2. And then we can see that there's only 1 edge going from vertex D, so the outdegree of vertex D is 1. And then lastly, if we consider vertex E, we can see that there's only 1 edge coming to vertex E, so the indegree of vertex E is 1. And we can see that there are 2 edges going from vertex E, so the outdegree of vertex E is 2. So that was just a quick example of how to find the indegree and the outdegree of each vertex in a directed graph.